tinkering, making it easier for families to apply for the student aid. We're going to host a workshop on December 16th. It's a Monday. It's going to be at 6 o'clock, and we're going to just kind of answer a lot of those questions that families have. It's a very tense time. It's a transitional period. Your high school student is moving into adulthood, right? So there's a lot of questions that come around that. We'll talk about filing the FAFSA. What are some questions that you should be ready for? What are some tips that you need to make sure that your life is easy around that time? So it's really going to be an informative. We actually have a colleague of mine, Mrs. Cheryl Raff from the state of Wisconsin. She's going to be joining the call. So if you have some of those ticky-tacky questions, like maybe you're in a divorce household and you have split custody, Cheryl is the expert on that. You'll be able to chat in and ask questions. So we really designed the workshop to answer all of the questions families may have around the FAFSA.
That is fantastic information. And again, where can people find out information to sign up for this FAFSA virtual workshop that you're all going to be having, and also the scholarship program as well?
Yep. Check out ECU.com. There is a whole host of financial empowerment tools for you, your student, and your family. We have a whole host of things to look at. We have calculators on there. We have coaches, electronic coaches that are on there. So any question that you may have about your financial life, ECU.com should be your number one resource.
Thank you so much for joining us here today, Victor.
Thank you so much for having me. A pleasure to be here.
And this has been your College Scholarship Month Community Spotlight with Educators Credit Union right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cobbs Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a ball.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
All the juicy jammers out there, what is popping? What's going down? I know you're probably listening either in your car or on the app or on YouTube, and you're like, what's going on right now? It is 11:05, and this is usually when I hear, what's his name?
Sherwood!
No,
Sherwood!
Professor, that's what they call him. Professor Hughes, right? And you're like, oh my God, what is going on? I am so confused as to why I'm not hearing Professor Hughes on the line at 11 o'clock. But that is because, you guys, Professor Hughes is out on assignment. So you got Jammin with Juice for another 2 hours today, and it is Sip to That Friday. And y'all, we gonna turn up. We gonna have a good time. We have a lot in store for you guys, for sure. But let me introduce myself, just in case y'all don't know what's really going down right now. In case y'all only be tuned into The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, and y'all don't listen to nobody else. Y'all don't listen to who comes on after him. So let me introduce myself. Let me formally introduce myself. Okay, y'all are sipping on Jammin with Juice, like I said. And right now, I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
We don't have DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, but we definitely do have J Money, J Problems in the building. J Dubs is what I like to call him.
J Smith, what the people like to call me, Double J.
You know what I'm saying? And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue. So excited to be joining y'all today for another jam-packed 2 hours that we're going to give y'all. I'm super excited. Okay, been jamming. Your energy was low, and then you made it high. What's going on? What's up? Talk about it.
I'm faking it.
What do you mean?
I mean, they say fake it till you make it.
Bro, you faking it, fam.
Yeah, I'm faking it.
You
energy
faking the
today,
funk.
man. You know, it's been a crazy week for us. I mean, it really has. You know, from the top to the bottom, and now we're here.
From
it's
the rooter
Friday.
to the tutor.
From the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
And from the rooter to the tutor.
From the rooter to the tutor.
From the rooter to the tutor. No.
Why are you saying it like that?
Why you always coming at my vernacular?
Because
when I say roots.
No, you say ruts. You say ruts.
I'm just saying, look, that's just me, and that's how I get down. Okay, but it is your boy Ben Jammin, and ultimately, you know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Today has been a stressful day.
You want to vent? You want to talk about it, fam?
Not really. I don't talk about my feelings. I'm a man.
I don't like that. Because that's
Why
exactly
not?
what
Why
Eastside
not?
Corey was talking about yesterday when he talked about that's the difference between men and women. You know, women, they just be more in their feelings. They more emotional. I don't like that. You as men, let me tell y'all this right now. You as men, I'm talking to you too, J Dub, J Money, J Problems, J Smith, Double J's, what they call you. It is fine for you young men and older men to be able to vent, okay? You should be able to let off of your chest whatever is on your chest and then go back to whatever it is that's going on.
That's what they say. That's what they tell you.
No, that is what black men's mental health is about.
That's what they say. That's what they tell you. But it just seems like we live in an unsafe world for those things to be. And on top of that, I got other things to do. Why am I going to sit back and fest over my problems? Why am I going to sit back and fest over my emotions? Okay, I'm not an emotional creature. I need to actually lean into my logical side so I can actually continue on with my goal in life. You know.
Do y'all want to be healed?
Do we want to be healed? I think black men deserve healing. Yeah, I think we deserve to be healed.
No, do you want it?
What is healing? You know, what does it mean to be healed in 2024? You know, what does that feel like? I'm asking you. This is a genuine question.
Well, I personally don't know what a black man's healed looks like what that's like, because I am not a black man who is healed. Mm-hmm. But I guess what I'm saying is the things that you're saying you don't need to do as a man and you don't want to do as a man, that is the exact thing that's going to help you to have some type of clarity and fix whatever mental health issues is going on. So that's why I'm like, do you even want to be healed? Because for you to say, no, I don't want to talk about my problems, or who cares anyway, and all this other stuff, it's like, no, that is how you get your clarity. That is how you start to become healed, is by talking about it, venting about it, expressing yourself.
Okay.
So do you truly want to be healed as a black man in America?
I think that first, as a black man in America, I need to realize there are things that I do need to heal, right? I have to first realize that, you know, I do have my wounds, right? And some of them are open wounds, you know, like a nasty sore, you know, like a
canker sore.
Well, I ain't gonna say canker sore. That's herpes. Okay. But
why you keep saying that? I told you I had a canker sore earlier a couple days ago, and you said that's herpes.
I'm telling you,
that is not herpes.
You belong with my dog Hazel.
No, you belong with your dog Hazel.
I'm just saying. But no, in all honesty, yeah. Do I want to be healed? You know, I want to heal all of my traumas. I want to heal all the wounds that I do have.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them you don't even know that you have until you come across it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to make the show dark. I don't want to make the show dark. I want to be lighthearted. I want to be fun.
Of course.
But if you want to go to the dark side, we can.
A little bit. We got 2 hours.
A trauma that I honestly unpacked last night that I didn't realize was traumatic for me, and what taught me to deal with some emotions that I have buried within inside of myself, is honestly seeing my sister try to commit suicide in my younger life when I was about like 12, 13 years old, and having to rescue her from that. You know, I didn't realize that was actually something that Ben Jammin had stored within inside of him that was an example for him to try to figure out how to display his own emotions and deal with his own emotions. Because,
Is that why you're so positive all the time?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of times, like, when it comes down to, like, life, and I told you this before, but I've always, no matter how poor I was or whatever I was going through, I was always looking towards the bright side of things. Like, I was always looking towards the light, so to speak, right? Like, I remember just being a kid and just gunshots coming off. Just pow, 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 pow. And I'm 4 or 5 years old, and I'm thinking this is normal. I thought that was a normal way to live. It wasn't. It was the first example that ever got set for me that was not a right way to live. It was when my cousin Kamara came up and she was crying and when she heard gunshots go off, and I couldn't understand why she was crying. But that was my first inkling, understanding that, like, bro, this is not a normal situation that you should be living in or anybody should be living in. So, when I hear gunshots now, that young 4-year-old, 5-year-old boy who had to live through that, still it lives within inside of me. So when I see gunshots, even hear gunshots, I'm slow to move. And that's
like on Juneteenth.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's, man? I don't even want to go down. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Some people deal with those things in a different way, because when those types of things present themselves to some people who've never experienced that, it really does hurt them in a way that they never had to express themselves before because they were never exposed to that type of a traumatic incident, right? Nobody should be living in a neighborhood where gunshots are just going off every pop, 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 every other week, every other day, every other moment, right? And some people, become desensitized to those things, like myself, when I do hear these types of things, just because, again, my upbringing. Now, is it correct? Is it right? No. But this is the experience, my life experience that I had to live. And, me being a man, these are the scars that I hold near and dear to my heart, that have scabbed over, and tried to heal, but those things still aren't healed. They're still permeating through the essence of my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that, I guess that's my question then, is how do you deal with healing that side if you only suppress it and keep it in and handle it internally within yourself?
That's a good question. And I mean, personally, me, I've always only ever known to express myself through music. Only been able to, especially since we got this platform now being able to be on a microphone and talk to people about my days or about things that I'm going through, like the passing of my father. This is another format where I'm able to display how I feel and kind of seek some kind of form of therapy. Right. But with that being said, this is how I deal with my things. Is it the most healthiest way? I don't know. I don't know. I don't got all the answers.
You should probably go to therapy.
I think I should go to therapy. I've definitely thought about therapy.
I should go to therapy. I think we both need to go to some therapy, to be honest with you.
I agree. I think therapy is actually a good thing. Like, I have a good friend who is a behavioral health specialist, right? And he's learned so many different things from just being that behavioral health specialist when it comes down to dealing with people, their problems, and just understanding how to compartmentalize other emotions or how to break free of certain emotions. And I should actually invite him up here one day. And you listen to this man talk, you'd be like, my God, are you white? but then again, he's not white. He's a black man.
See, that's trauma, because what white people got to do with being healed, bro?
I don't know. Maybe that's how.
See, this is the problem, bro. Because anything that's positive or anything that's good, we'd be like, oh, that's white.
White people.
It's like that is self-hate.
I don't know if it's self-hate or if it's like an idea where, I don't know, everything. Look, I'm drinking out of this white cup,
because
right?
it's like
this white cup's supposed to be great
stereotype of like, oh, well,
it's
black people aren't healed, or like black people don't talk proper, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like black people have to be uneducated, or black people have to have just a bunch of trauma in them that they never get to like heal from,
Yeah, no, that is very interesting. I mean, and I think it's crazy because again, in the society that we brought up in, it's almost as if everything that we see around us is supposed to be, if it's white, is right, but if it's black, you got to stay back. You know what I'm saying? And the darker you are, the worse you are, but the whiter you are, the better you are. It's just so crazy that this is how the perspective of the American psyche is set up, right? And it's something that definitely needs to be broken. It needs to be broken. I don't know how to break it, but I hope to be an attributing factor to breaking that cycle?
Well, this leads me to a question that I have. Been Jammin talking about, blackness and whiteness and just how we got to where we are today. And it's just with this whole election cycle, and I'm kind of over talking about the election. I'm kind of over talking about the results. Like, at this point, it is what it is. We got Trump. We're going to have to figure out a way to deal with the next 4 years or however long his presidency will last, because who knows if he'll change the rules to make it so that he's the last person ever who just runs everything for the rest of his life, right? But it led me to think of a question that I have for Truth Nation, you guys. And it has to deal with slavery.
Oh my God.
It has to deal with slavery.
That's
and
where
I
we're going,
think what
bro.
I'm going to do is save it for the other side.
No, tee up the question. Tee it up.
I would have to explain it a lot deeper than just asking the question.
Tee the question up, then we explain it on the other side. That's what we do. Tee it up. I want to think.
You want
Let
to
me critically think about this question that you're about to pose, and then we talk about it on the other side. Then we unpack it a little bit.
You
more.
want me to tease it up for the people?
Is that the kind of white you want to be?
Yeah, what kind of white do you want to be? Or what kind of black would you want to be? Because Truth Nation, my question to y'all right now is, if roles were reversed, since Ben wants me to tee it up.
Oh, snap.
If roles were reversed and it was white people on Africa, and it was us who wanted to colonize those white people, would y'all have been slave owners? Would y'all have been slave owners? If we had the opportunity to flip everything where it was like black supremacy instead of white supremacy, if we were the ones who had the money and who made other people build everything for us from the ground up and then reap all the benefits from it, would y'all, especially with the way these results are set up this week, would y'all decide to be slave owners? Would you become the oppressor? If you had the opportunity, would you become the oppressor? 833-212-1017. And I'm going to unpack what made me really think of this on the other side. So make sure you keep it locked. It's Jammin with Juice filling in for the last hour of The Truth with Sharon Hughes. So, yeah, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
What's good, y'all? This is 1017 The Truth's Telly Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. The goal of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is to provide a platform for citizens of Milwaukee and Truth Nation to have their voices heard about concerns that have daily, direct impact. So join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Your drink, sir?
This virtual vacation is brought to you by Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. For the full experience, visit flymke.com to explore our many nonstop destinations. With super convenient parking and low fares, flying from Milwaukee makes traveling so easy, it's like starting your vacation early. Fly easy, fly MKE.
Don't think twice.
Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geis. Family owned since 1955, Geis is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeisDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. Go to pcf.org today. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
All's my life I has to fight. All's my life hard times like bad trips like Nazareth, I'm f***ed up, homie, you f***ed up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
This is Jammin' Juice. I am your boy, Jammin. That is my lovely co-star, Carrie Nolan Juice, and that is Double J. J-Dub, J Money, J Problems on the ones and twos. And we had a question for y'all, Truth Nation. We had a question. And the question is, truthfully, if roles could be reversed, would you have been a slave master? Hell, even if you weren't a slave, would you be a slave master today? If you could, you know, boss people around how you like to, or maybe even own a robot, tell it what to do, right? Would you? Call in, text in, 833-212-1017. But I'm about to run to our YouTube chat board right now, and make sure you hit the YouTube chat board and tell us how you feel. Let us know what's going on in your mind. And our boy Eastside Corey, what he has to say and express and get something off his chest with, he goes on and say, look, personally, me, I think it's healthy to talk about stereotypes, all right? I think it's healthy to talk about the whites and the blacks and the Hispanics and the Asians. Let's get to the root of the problem. And then after that, let's talk about how things are for individuals. It's a self-truth, all right? This is what Eastside Corey is saying. I mean, you know what? I kind of agree with Eastside, but with that being said, Truth Nation, let's run to the phone lines. We got Miss Banana on the phone lines. Miss Banana, how you doing?
What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, y'all. I'm all right. I got to turn this ear off. Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. What I wanted to say is that white people do not talk proper. They don't talk proper at all. I haven't heard that one white person that talk proper.
Okay, elaborate.
Because, you know, the proper pronunciation of the word A-N-D is and, not and. They add an extra Y and A at the end of most of the word. It's not and. It's and. Okay?
Okay.
And when black people talk proper, they say that black people are talking white because whenever black people have positive characteristics, then they refer that over to the whites instead of letting us own that. Because if you go to a restaurant and somebody blowing their nose, you know what color they are blowing their nose. Ain't no black person going to blow their nose in public like that and everybody eating. We got manners. We got respect. And if you want an example of somebody who talks proper, let's say Michelle Obama, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, they talk proper. Okay? I heard not one white person that talks proper.
People be calling them white though, Miss Banana. They be saying Oprah a white woman.
Because she talks proper, and they don't want to give it to the black people. Oprah black. She got a black boyfriend, got a black best friend. Gayle don't want to be white. Stedman don't want to be white. So they just saying Oprah white because she talk proper. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but she don't talk white. She talk proper. Ain't no such thing as white people talking proper. I never heard that before. They talk like hillbillies and the and, the Leon, It's not Leon, it's Lana.
Miss Banana, why do you think that we, attribute, I guess, being talking proper or being well educated or, having lots of money or whatever to white people and whiteness? Why do you think that is?
Because they feel that white people got the power, and white people are the ones who set the standard for everybody, which they're not the standard to me. I go by what I feel, what I think. I don't know anything about nobody else.
All right. Okay, it's all good, Miss Banana. God bless you. Be safe, all right? Happy Friday.
Thank you, y'all too. Bye, Hazel. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think people call people who talk proper, because even I've experienced it, Jason experienced it. Like, I feel like people who talk regular, I guess, they say that's,
I mean, you got to think about it, though. We had a caller call in yesterday on yesterday's 2-hour show when we filled in for the Tori Lowe show. And she called in and she said, hey, guys, I'm biracial. I'm mixed. And when I call on the phones to ask for loans, I use my white voice. And
Very true.
Yeah, she said it.
So what does that sound like? If you have to use a white voice in order to get something that you want, that says a lot.
That's because the type of white I want to be.
Because how do black people talk? Like, if I was on the phone with somebody, you think they would think I was black or white?
Say it again. Let me hear it.
Tell me what to say.
Hi, my name is Carrie Mahone, and I want to apply for an application at
Sure. Okay.
Good Karma Brands.
Hey, let's actually act like we're on the phone.
Okay.
Is you gonna pick up?
No, I'm getting my hair done.
Bro, I'm the girl, and you're the person who's working.
Okay.
What you getting your hair for?
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Hello?
Hi. Is this Jason?
I think you got the wrong number.
Okay. You're not fun to do this with, bro. What, bro? You're tripping.
What are you calling for? White people help you out over the phone, okay?
Yeah, you're supposed to pick up and be like, hey, thank you for calling AutoZone. What is going on?
Let's do it one more time.
Oh my God. Okay. This is the last time, I swear. If you do it wrong, I'm moving on.
Three times. 3 calls.
Man, the customer service is trash.
Hello?
Hi, is this AutoZone?
Yes, it is. May I ask who's calling? This is AutoZone, Auto Parts. Hello?
Bro, have you ever worked for a retail store?
Bro, you weird.
Why is being acting suspicious, bro?
I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, let's switch. We gonna switch.
Okay,
you do it, bro.
All right.
Hi, thank you for calling AutoZone. Can I get your first name?
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Okay, I'm over it. All right, 833-212-1017. The question that we're asking
I can't get no help.
No, because you messed up about 18 times. I should have just did it with Jason. My goodness. It's not difficult. Anyway, the question is, y'all, that we are discussing, we're kind of talking about people being Oreos, but on top of that, we are talking about slave owners. And if roles could be reversed, you as a black person, would you be a slave owner so you can have black supremacy? If that were if you could, if roles were reversed and we were able to be the slave owners and white people were the slaves, would you own slaves? 833-212-1017. I just want to know. I just want to know what's popping. But anyway, we're going to head to the lines. Who is this on the line, Jason? Security Mike. All right, Security Mike, what's popping? Juicy Jammer.
Security!
Hey, what's up, B. Jammin and C. Noni? I would just think when I was coming up, because I'm an older guy in my 60s, we just, that name you just used, Carrie Noni.
Yes.
We call them Oreos or Uncle Toms, not comfortable in their own skin. Don't try to sound like a white person. That's crazy. Just be yourself. Be yourself. I'm not going to never change my voice to please nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an old school guy. My question also was, did any of y'all receive any texts to your phone about grab all your belongings, this is the last you're going to see of them, and we're going to pick you up some AM time in the morning and take you to a plantation? Have anybody got any of those type of texts? Because this stuff's starting to happen already.
Right. I have been seeing that, Security Mike, all on social media where people are saying they're getting text messages pretty much saying to have your bags packed and be ready by like 1 p.m. sharp because the buses are coming to get all you slaves and all this other stuff. That is crazy to me.
Crazy.
And they're doing an investigation on who is sending out these messages. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's got to be Elon Musk. He in charge of all that crap.
Yep.
He letting that crap go. But they're starting with the Trump. Wasn't none of this happening before this. Now, this dude is in office. Watch what's going to go down. I'm over here delivering right now. I do security, but I deliver for these flyers over here on Center, the worst intersection in this state. And these other young guys was hollering, we streets voting for Trump and all this and that. The man finna cut these food stamps right away. Guy was in there talking about it.
Yep.
They finna cut these food stamps right away. And I was telling them that it's gonna be worse for you guys. I don't care. I got a couple of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I've never followed the presidency because I've always had a job or two, and I'm almost on my way out. You know, I'm 64, but I look like 40. But anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy about what's going to happen. But my question was, and I thought Sherwin was hosting today, what if we get Congress? Well, that'll stop him from doing most of these things, right? But I'm not sure we're going to get Congress. Then that means he's got all the levers of the government to do whatever he want to do.
Yeah, because it's the Congress right now is filled up with a bunch of Republicans. So
everything almost is filled up with Republicans.
Everything
House,
is. But I think we still got a shot to get that. I think Arizona and Nevada is left. So if we could get Congress, a lot of that stuff will block what Trump's trying to do. Because right away, he's coming with it. Right away, they're telling him Steve Bannon is a racist. And he said, man, you got to stick with the agenda. You got to stick with the deportation. And a lot of those Latinos that voted for him, they voted against their own interests. Because he's not going to say, hey, man, you was born here or not. So like they were born in Puerto Rico, but they're here in the States. He's going to say, well, let's see your passport. Otherwise, you got to go back to Bayou-Mon, San Juan, wherever you was born at. That's how they going to come. You say, I don't care if you think you're a citizen, but you was born over there. You was not born over here. They're going to try to sort all this out, and it's going to be nothing but nice. And it's crazy.
You know what's so crazy, Security Mike, is that, you know, when it comes down to like how some people are feeling about the Hispanic race right now, not supporting Kamala enough. Some Hispanics that I personally know didn't even give a damn if the deportation was about to happen. Be honest with you, like seriously, I've talked.
Well, I hope it happened to them.
Some of them part of Truth Nation.
And they won. Actually, they show and say they won because of the white females, suburban females. They said, well, forget it. We gonna stay with our whites and we gonna vote. We're not gonna vote for the female.
Yeah.
And all in a nutshell, I think really that's what it came down to. But then he got 25 other brothers and sisters, like these sisters brothers talking about all the streets voting for him.
You know what?
So he got that as well.
Security Mike, let me ask you this though, because again, going back to our initial question, you know, if you had the choice to be a slave master, would you have been a slave master?
No, I couldn't see myself with somebody telling me what to do and not to do, and it's just a demeaning thing. And I got humanity for people, man. Bro, I'll get it myself. I'm not gonna have nobody do something and demeaning them like that. And that's how they think with Trump and them, man. And it's the bad stuff is gonna come. I just got my fingers crossed that we get this Congress, because if we don't, this dude is gonna act everything because he got the white supremacists in his ear. They gonna say, man, you got to stick to what you said you was gonna do, and he gonna do it because he ain't got good sense and he don't care about nobody.
That's crazy. No, thank you so much, Security.
Hey, y'all keep up the good work.
Thank you. Keep up the good work. God bless you. It's pretty interesting, man. It's pretty interesting. Some people are even likening Donald Trump to being the new slave master.
But see, that's why I asked the question, because I'm just like, fam, if we had the opportunity back in the day to own other people and to do things how they did things, would we have done that? Would we want to be the oppressors? You know, would we want to have that power to where we have everything and we are able to get ahead and we're able to give, pass things down to generations and generations and generations of our kids and our grandkids? If we had that opportunity, would we want things to be reversed? Would we want to be the ones who are holding all the positions and having all the money and able to make all of the decisions? 833-212-1017. If roles were reversed, you guys, and you had the opportunity back in the day to own white people or other races, would you have taken that opportunity like they took that opportunity? 833-212-1017. We're going to take your calls on the other side, so make sure you guys keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice filling in for the last hour of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance and hosted by Dr. Ken Harris and Fred Johnson, the Vice President and Wisconsin State Manager for Erie Insurance. They'll be joined by Doc Kurt, an auto adjuster at Erie Insurance. He will walk you through a step-by-step process of what auto adjusters do and give you tips on what to look out for to make sure you maximize on the value of your vehicle. Don't miss Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance this Saturday at 10 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts. And if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. You will see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Sound like we some slaves out there picking cotton right now. Hollywood Code.
You know you wrong.
Hey, Hollywood.
Welcome back, y'all. You are tuned in to Jammin' with Juice, filling in for the last hour of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Right now, we are talking about if you had the option to be a slave owner, a slave master back in the day, if roles were reversed and we had the power and we could be the oppressors, would you take that offer up? 833-212-1017 so you can get your voice heard on these airwaves.
Yeah, nah, straight up, Juice, because, like, I mean, honestly, if y'all don't choose to be the slaves masters, then obviously y'all still want to be slaves, you know, and people...
What?
Yeah, man. But check this out, man, because you need to be the master of your own fate, for one. Two...
Yours, not other people.
Two, that's what I said, master of your own fate. Two, With that being said, some people are still slaves. And I want to throw this out there because Trey Tay just hit our YouTube chat board. If you guys want to call in, text in so you can get your voice heard, all right, make sure that you do hit the YouTube chat board or call in at 833-212-1017. But what Trey Tay goes on to say is, look, people right now are still mentally enslaved. He says, look, if you spend all your money on designer clothes and you party every weekend, you party on Water Street every weekend, you have Pfizer Forum every freaking day.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with Pfizer Forum.
Ain't nothing wrong with Pfizer Forum. I love Pfizer Forum. And you spend all your money on Chick-fil-A, all right, stay ignorant on issues and you refuse to read, et cetera, then guess what? You are not physically chained up. Instead, you are mentally enslaved. And some of our folks out there are still mentally enslaved. So if you're not going to be the master of your own fate, then you're going to be mentally enslaved.
Right, but I don't think being a master of your own fate also means to control other people's fates and to own them and tell them what to do for you.
But I guess if you get one of them Tesla bots, it does.
Yeah, but that's why I brought this question up, because the way people out here using these AI robots, even though they're just joking on social media, right? They acting like they joking about how they would use these Tesla AI robots. What are they called again?
Optimus robots.
Optimus robots, because, you know, Elon Musk came out with these robots and he pretty much said the robots will be able to fold your clothes, do your laundry, watch your kids, play games with them, like pretty much like a nanny before a robot. And the jokes people are doing on social media pretty much making it seem like this robot is my slave. I'm going to make it do whatever. I don't care if it's tired. I don't care if it's hungry. I don't care if it don't want to do it no more. I own you, and you're going to do what I tell you to do, and I'm not going to say please and thank you. Mm-hmm. And it just made me think, y'all, like, dang, y'all would have had the way they joking, they would have had no issues owning a slave back in the day. Because if you don't have to do the work and you could just force someone else to do it against their will, y'all seem mighty comfortable with that idea. And I don't know if me personally, I would want to do all of that, but it just made me think, like, man, if roles were reversed, because we bash white people over the head all the time, right? And I'm not saying that it's not justified, but we bash them over the head for what they did to us and how they made us. But then if we had the opportunity, y'all, pretty much what you're saying, Ben, is you would take that opportunity to be that same way. You would take that opportunity and become racist. You would take that opportunity and become, judgmental of other races that go against yours. You would take that opportunity to keep your black superiority over anything else. So you pretty much are saying you would be like a Trump. You're pretty much saying you would be like the conservatives who are trying to control everybody else around them. And I don't personally rock with that, but it seems as though really we just hating that we didn't get the opportunity first. But 833-212-1017, how would y'all feel? Would y'all be slave owners if roles were reversed, if you had the opportunity to oppress people? Ow, what is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Well, let's talk about those 250 slave rebellions that they does not talk about. Personally, absolutely not. I would be like those people who fought back. So when the slave master cut off the heads of the slaves, they told slave master, you're still going to die, which for me, it would be bloodshed, killing, all that. And keep in mind, if black people would have stayed fighting, killing, and shooting and exploding people's heads, we would not be here. But what happened? They picked up that book and said, Jesus save us. So I would have stood with those who fought back. And if I would have died, I would have died taking somebody right along with them. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
You know what, Al? All that sounds good, but I personally believe you would have been a slave master because I think you would have owned sex slaves. Just my opinion.
What?
My opinion. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, if you look back, everybody was sleeping with everybody anyway.
Yeah.
But when you look at the people who got the people who got the respect of the slave master only got it because they were slaving their own people. But the people who were fighting and killing and gutting and tearing their body apart, they didn't put it on the history books because they did not want black people to know their own power. Because if you can kill somebody with no hesitation and go right and make a child, I guarantee you they wouldn't be trying that now. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So, yes, I would not be a slave master. I would be like Aunt Polly Jackson, Lucy Parson. Don't forget, if you put a butcher knife and let it get rusty and you cut somebody, they will get gangrene. I would have fought back and died with the slave rebellion. Have a great one.
Thank you, Al.
Oh, God. Yeah, I still believe he would have been a slave master. Sex slaves he would have owned. I guarantee it.
Well, let's see what Sheila got to say. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, Sheila?
Yes, hi Noni Juice and hi Benjamin.
It's amazing.
This is a deep topic. I mean, honestly, it just reveals what's in a person's heart. To me personally, ain't no way I could own another human being. First of all, I have morality and I have love for all humanity, and that's what I think was a disadvantage to our people while we let the master in to begin with, because of a trust issue and because we love helping everybody. But see what it done, they came in and they took us away from our own land and they made us slaves. And not only that, even to this day, look at some people that are even black saying what they would have done if they were in power like that. That just tells you that the master has poisoned the inside of their mind and their heart. Because our people, we're not a dark people at all.
Right.
We don't pump evil in our heart at all. If you look at what we've done and how we've loved everybody, but when you look at, honestly, you look at the white man, everywhere he's went, he has he's conquered and he has brutalized and killed his way to get his power. So would I want to be like him? Hell to the no. There is no way. And I would, even if I could gain, there's no way that I would want to gain in that fashion.
Would you
because
own
my
one of
heart
these
don't
robots
pump
out
darkness.
there? Would you own a robot?
Yeah, I'll get an iRobot to help me with some chores around the house or whatever. But
no, but she said help. She said help, not to
help.
like.
I wouldn't demean because even if that's a robot, everything has consciousness. Everything, the way you treat your house, the way you treat your car, the way you treat your purse, the way you treat your clothes.
So that robot becoming
mistreat anything, that's a reflection of you. What you say?
That robot will become a part of the family then. Taking family
that robot will become part of my family. I'll be talking to that robot like, I don't know if y'all remember the movie back in the 80s. It was Short Circuit. He'll be my Johnny Five. He'll be my friend.
I love it. God bless you. All right, Queen. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Sheila.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, let's try to get another person in here. I'm going to go to, I think it's Enjoya. Enjoya, am I saying that right?
Conscious.
Oh.
And it's Najoya.
Sorry. Someone said
Black Conscious
got it, my
Africa
Gemini
came back
brother.
a whole new person. That's what it was. Why he ain't just say Black Conscious? What's going on, my Gemini brother? How you doing, bro?
I get to switch it up. Beautiful. That's why.
I just didn't want to say it wrong. That's all.
No, you said it right, but it's also a Gemini thing. So here's what we gonna come in. Your hypothetical question. First of all, to what the young lady said and what took my talking point, computers are not gonna have a soul. They're not human.
Okay.
And with slavery, it was well for right now. Nor will they ever. I mean, they can program them to think and all that, but they'll never have a soul, and they'll live way beyond our lifespan. Where we die off, they will still be going. So, and if you start treating them with abuse, can we say Terminator? Yeah, that'll come into fruition. But, my thing is, we're not slaves, and nowhere near it. We may have a slave mentality, but that's not even the case. We're just ignorant on the fact. We have a lot of things and ability to do and to produce, yet and still we want to play victimized. So, it's also, the other truth is, there was slave masters in Africa. It was called take over a village and make all the people that you conquer that village your slaves, as well as to sell them to the Europeans.
Okay, Najoy. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
Righteous, Milwaukee.
Yeah. God bless you, Najoya. I appreciate you, Black Conscious. Seriously.
No, facts.
All perspectives are needed on this topic.
All right, so we are going to take a pause for the calls, but we see all the people on the line. I believe we have Earl, we got Bob, and Sean. Please don't go nowhere because we are going to get to you guys when we return. So make sure you guys keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice filling in for the last hour of The Truth for Sherman Hughes.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Going out like a sucker, no way.
College Month on Jammin' with Juice on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is presented by Educators Credit Union and Concordia University, Wisconsin. Now, here is Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin to talk about how your scholar can get some dollars. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice is a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom, it's a right to have a child, it's a right to not have children, and this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our children with dignity, and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The WIAA football playoffs is here. We have a big Level 3 matchup this Friday night as the number 1 seeded Marquette Hilltoppers take on the number 2 seeded Bayport Pirates. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
That's what it do. Dark bars all on me, I'm just hey, what it do? Rockstar,
It's award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we will be highlighting local universities who offer full tuition scholarships and local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to The Truth all month long so you don't miss this important information on how your student can go to college and be debt-free. College Scholarship Month on The Truth is sponsored by Concordia University, Wisconsin, Live Uncommon, and Educators Credit Union, achieving more together.
Yes, and we'll be joined by Andre Douglas in the second hour. But right now, we're talking about if you have the opportunity to be a slave owner and oppress people, would you do it? 833-212-1017. I want to go to Sean. You got like 30 seconds, Sean. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hi there. Noni Juice and Ben Jammin. No, I would not do that. I just don't believe Black people in general are cut from that cloth.
If that was the case, we would have gone to the Caucasian countries from Africa and colonized them.
Mm-hmm.
We would have done it first. So we don't even think that nature. Now, some things that I have seen happen with other people in our culture is the trafficking and the pimping and stuff like that. I've seen that happen, which is
that is pretty asinine. You're right about that.
Which I almost feel like that's worse because that's your own people for the most part.
There's definitely a form of slavery. But thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. All right, and last but not least, we're going to go to Earl. What's poppin', Juicy Jim or Earl? You got like 20 seconds.
Earl.
20 seconds, huh? No. Could I be a slave owner? No, because I don't want to tell nobody what to do. And plus,
you got a wife.
I feel it's necessary for. I don't tell her what to do.
Thank you.
We tell each other.
Earl.
We grow together. We trying to grow together. We ain't trying to part ways on nothing.
I feel that.
Right. Well, we appreciate you, Earl. Look, just Ben trying to get you caught up.
And one thing, I need one to rake these leaves, so they can send one over here to rake these leaves. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about. One of them Tesla bots. Thank you, Earl. Appreciate you.
Like a slave to me.
All right, you guys. We got more in store for hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice, so make sure you keep it locked here because we'll be back.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers all-star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
all the Juicy Jammers out there. What's poppin'? Happy Sip to That Friday! We are so excited for Friday. Now, if y'all have been tapped in this entire time, we have been on for a whole hour already. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Juicy Jammers, I'm sorry you guys didn't know that.
I know, right?
Truth for sure with Hughes last hour.
We need some type of chat that we could tell everybody, like, hey, we're going to be on an hour early as well, so y'all can get in on the conversation, because we filled in for the last hour of the Truth for Sure with Hughes. And we were having a really great discussion, you guys, that I kind of want to bring over to, this side of the hour, but at the same time, I don't want to bring it to this side of the hour because we have so many other things going on this hour. Jammin, are you excited?
It's amazing. Honestly, I'm always excited. I mean, I know I began the first hour telling people that, I was having some problems, but now I'm all good.
Are you all good, or are you still suppressing your emotions?
Okay, I am suppressing my emotions. But with that being said, I found out a little thing or two about the American public, at least the people out here in Milwaukee, at least the people out here in Wisconsin. Ultimately, they said they would not like to be a slave master. However, if they had one of them Tesla bots, they'd tell it what to do.
Man, really, the question, y'all, from last hour was, if we had the opportunity for roles to be flipped and for roles to be reversed, and we could have been the slave owners and the slave masters and had white people oppressed, would we have taken that opportunity? That was the question. And I know a lot of people who had called in, they literally said, like, nah, I wouldn't do it. I don't think I would. But to be honest with you, I think that if it's innately, I don't want to say innately because nobody's just innately racist, right? It's a learned behavior. But if you're growing up in a society where you see that that's what's normalized to do, is to just own slaves, I think it's just going to be in you to think that that's okay until someone finally tells you, like, hey, that wasn't cool. So we really, truly don't know what we would have done if we were in those situations.
Juice, and I think you're correct. We really don't know what we would have done if we were in those situations, right? We don't know what we would have done if we were the ones, quote unquote, in power and brought people over here to America to enslave them. We don't know. Yeah. However, one thing that we do know is that poisonous idea of being a slave master has definitely permeated into the people of the American culture, right? Because like we said before, with these new Optimus robots that are coming out, people are already thinking about what they can do with it. All right, they already want to put it to yard work. I even saw an article talking about by the year 2026, there will be more women having sex with robots just because they can. All right, so hey, this is neither here nor there, but this is real information.
With the robots?
Yeah, with the robots. I mean, come on now, y'all know what that Rose does. But with that being said, I'm just saying.
Yikes!
I'm just saying.
I'm thinking of the actual AI, like the actual Optimus. I'm like, that's ugly.
Come here, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
You're crazy.
Somebody will do something, but what I'm finding out about people is that people are strange. People are very strange, and that's why they need to get more educated. People need to become more educated. People need to actually, raise their awareness, raise their consciousness, so we can all, be on the same reading level. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're teeing up something.
Well, some folks are just elementary. You know what I'm saying? Some folks just don't know what's really going on in the world. And that's why folks do need to follow the chain of command. They need to go to elementary school. They need to go to middle school. And I'm not talking about start elementary in 3rd grade, okay? I'm talking about go to elementary, K through 5. After that, go to middle school. After that, go to high school. Shout out to Case High School. And then after that, go to college. That's what I say.
Well, when it comes to going to college, there's something that you need.
What do you need? Some money?
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to say money right away. You need scholarship. You need some money, y'all. Like, we be giving away money on this station all the time. Y'all need some money. I need some scholarships if y'all want to go. Ooh, wow, what's
College
that?
Month on Jammin' with Juice on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth is presented by Educators Credit Union and Concordia University, Wisconsin. Now, here is Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin to talk about how your scholar can get some dollars.
Well, Truth Nation, if y'all know anything, all right, this month is College Month on 101.7 The Truth. And we have been gifted with so many different partnerships with so many different organizations. And the organization that we have here with us, before you, is the Boys and Girls Club. All right, we have Sir Andre Douglas in the building.
Yo, what's good, man?
How you doing, dog?
I'm great, man. I can't complain. I'm good. How are you?
Amazing, as I always am.
Good.
So, with that being said, Andre, can you explain a little bit about what the Boys and Girls Club is going to be doing for College Month this month?
Sure, yeah. So, Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Milwaukee, as you are aware, or if you're not aware, we are the largest youth serving agency in the city of Milwaukee, one of the largest Boys and Girls Clubs in the whole network. And there's so many different things that you can do at the clubs, with over 40 locations, a campsite, a Ready Center for College and Career Development. Specifically, this month for students that are in our College Access Grad Plus program, they're spending time this month preparing for the FAFSA. They're spending time applying for college. They're spending time creating their scholarship list. So really, really just creating students to be aware of what that next phase looks like.
Now, when it comes to the students that you guys get, you could turn up it's right there. Can you hear us now? Perfect. So when it comes to the students that you guys get help with, are there a lot of kids that still participate in Boys and Girls Clubs? Because whenever I be driving past them and stuff like that, it seems like they don't want to go or they don't be there.
Yeah, so we have, again, when you think about the locations that we have, a lot of our locations are inside of CLCs or inside of Milwaukee Public Schools and some other schools. And so some kids are able to leave their school day and go right into the club. So if you're looking outside of, say, a school, you won't see them because they're inside of the building. Whereas we have what we call legacy sites, such as Mary Ryan, Daniels, Mardag, Davis. And all of those clubs also have what we like to call average daily attendance. So daily amongst all of our clubs, we're getting over 3,500 young people amongst the 40-plus sites that we have. Now, we'll always take more, right? We'll always take more because it is an alternative to doing unproductive things. So if you need a place for your kids and your teens, find them at one of the Boys and Girls Clubs. A lot of sites out there to choose from.
I love that then.
Now, Truth Nation, we are sitting down with Andre Douglas, who is the Assistant Vice President of the Grad Plus and Leadership Service Program, correct?
Yes.
Now, with that being said, that's I'm overlooking the Grad Plus program that you do have for children, right?
Yeah.
You guys provide college tours, academic advising, and college applications.
Yes.
What made anybody even think about this Grad Plus program? Who thought of it?
Oh, man. So
why is it needed?
Yeah, some years ago. Well, first of all, I would be remiss not to acknowledge that on Friday, November 8th, our nation celebrates National First Generation Day.
So wait, you talking about today?
Today.
Today's the day.
Today is the National First Generation Day. And basically for folks that don't know what that means neither parent has earned a bachelor's degree. And so that's a lot of students that look like us, black and brown students. So this is a day that we celebrate that nationally. So to have us here today talking about college scholarships and things is very appropriate. So shout out to all the Team First Gens out there, proud First Gen myself. And so basically what that means is the person that actually started the program, when you think about the Boys and Girls Clubs, there's a board of trustees that is very long, a board of 50 people, well-connected Milwaukee, very generous Milwaukee. And back in 2008, a gentleman by the name of the late Marty Stein. A lot of people probably know the name Stein. Well, Stein Optical, it's now known as Wisconsin Vision. And he was one of the original founders of Walgreens. So he was our board of trustees. And he was a man of great wealth. And he wanted to see young people do well. He wanted kids to go to college. So the story that's told to me that when he passed away, he wrote on a napkin, he said, leaving $5 million to the Boys and Girls Club to help kids go to college. Good luck. He wrote it on a napkin to his kids. And so his kids came out to find us. This was back in 2008. And that's what sort of launched the brand known as Graduation Plus from a gift from the late Marty Stein. And we started in industry with the Stein Scholars Program, but has since evolved to just a glorious, beautiful monster is what I like to call it. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So when you guys are around all the students, because I I hate that I'm not around more students often and more youth, other than my little sister. But like, I try to get into the minds of these young kids. What are they saying? What are their thoughts? What are their concerns when it comes to going to college or even wanting to go to college? Or how do you get them interested into going to college?
Sure. Yeah. So that's a great question. And, being a college professional, I get it. I understand. And I'm one of the first to acknowledge that college isn't for everybody. We have to create a culture to be okay with that, but not to be okay with people not doing anything.
Right.
Right. So if your kid or your sibling or someone you're counseling says or mentoring that college isn't for me, then try to help them find a life-sustaining job. Right. So at the Boys and Girls Club, it's either pathway. Right. So it's college or career or both, because if you're going to college, you're obviously going to get that career. So our Grad Plus program is a very self-starter program. So you have to sort of know, like, I'm interested in college, right? Because you have to apply. It's like an admissions process, right? We're part of Boys and Girls Club, but this is one of those where you have to apply to, right? Because we get it. It's not a great fit for everyone. It's very rigorous, right? It is, in some cases, it is more rigorous than some of the high schools, depending on where a student might go. So students that get in it, they're self-starters. They have some interest. And we tell our parents, we're very direct, like, hey, if a kid is forced into this, we can tell. So at least
what does it look like?
What does
if someone is forced into doing it, is it just that they act like they're nonchalant? Do they not care? Because you can kind of see the signs early, I feel like.
Well, thankfully, we haven't had to experience much of that, but sometimes it looks like resistance, right? It looks like resistance, like I can't come to this or I can't come to that, or I'm not going to do that, or I'm going to do everything that I can to get either put out or, a phone call home. But again, we've been blessed to not have to deal with that much. Right. But sometimes a kid with resistance just needs reassurance.
Okay.
Right? Because sometimes they might get into this and say, I don't like high school. Why would I like college? Or I don't do well in high school. Why would I do well in this rigorous program that's making me do more? Right? I have to now give up a Saturday to go to ACT. I have to come here after school. I have to do all these essays and all these scholarships. So we've done a great job, the team that I have an opportunity to serve alongside, really building a robust, rigorous, yet edutainment type of value is what I like to call it. So if you're going to come in, you're going to learn, but you're going to have fun. You're going to be engaged. You're going to make friends. You're going to get internships. You're going to get employment, and you're going to get a well-rounded team. And so bring them in the door with the fun stuff, but sneak in the education when you can. You link them together and you have edutainment.
No, edutainment is definitely important. I think that's how most people learn anyway. You have to be entertained, but you also have to be educated with the entertainment. But with that being said, though, Andre, my question to you, especially with the recent turn of the century election that just happened, with the new administration that's about to take place come January 21st, 2025, will that have any effect on the program?
I don't know. I don't know. I can say
folks talk DEI and all this other stuff.
For
or even
us,
FAFSA and things like that.
For us, we are mostly privately funded in the Grad Plus program, Boys and Girls Clubs.
Got some good white people on there?
I'm sorry?
You got some good white people on there?
What do you mean? On the board?
Yeah.
Oh, man, diverse is great, man. We have, everybody's represented there, man. We have black, brown, white, everybody's represented. Because at the end of the day, it's about the mission, right? Of those who need us most. So serving the kids that need us most. And so for us, being our program, we are just remembering to do the work. Right, to do the work. And the work is to help the students who need us most, mostly low income, mostly first gen, get to and through college. And as far as, financial aid and other things, we'll wait to see. Like I always tell people, I don't like to make assumptions.
Right.
I heard when you make assumptions, the ass will shun you, right? I heard that on a TV show before. So I won't make any assumptions. I am always optimistic because the work doesn't end just because the White House does. The work work, we just go harder.
I love that.
And when it comes to the money, how much money we talking here, Mr. Douglas? For the kids, to get these scholarships.
Yeah. Faith without works is dead. So if you don't do nothing, you don't get nothing. And so it varies. You know, we're blessed that about 86% of our kids in our most recent class graduated from college with manageable or no student loan debt at all, right? And that's unheard of, right?
Wow.
That's unheard of. I remember I went to college first gen, didn't have an Andre Douglas, didn't have a Nancy or a Grad Plus. Shout out to the team. And my debt was crazy. Like, my goodness, because it was almost treated like welfare. You don't know? Get paid to go to college, right? What? That's how we're marketing a college education, is to get paid? Well, that's how it was marked to poor people. And so our last class of 24, in our program, they together collectively had about $22 million in scholarships. And that's from external resources, that's from internal scholarships from their college, that's from Boys and Girls Clubs. But students that finish our program and they're in good standings, we'll help them. We'll jumpstart their college education with $5,000 throughout their entire experience in the program.
Oh, wow.
No, that's completely fire. Truth Nation and all the Juicy Jammers tapping in. Right now, we are sitting down with Assistant Vice President of Grad Plus and Leadership and Service Program, Andre Douglas. Now, Andre, my question to you, especially when it comes down to the idea of, especially when, I mean, me and Carrie, we do this show each and every day. One of our biggest plights, quote unquote, so to speak, is to uplift and enhance the creative community here in Milwaukee. How does the Boys and Girls Clubs program with the Grad Plus program help the creative community out there? Because now, you know, these kids today, they want to be rappers. They want to be content creators. They want to get into AI.
Yeah.
How does that help them out?
Listen, if you want to get an AI, go ahead and get the certification and make it mean something. And so what we do in our community, again, shout out to Boys and Girls Clubs celebrating 138 years. Boys and Girls Clubs has been around for years and it's not going anywhere. And so what we do in the GP program, I consider us a community asset, meaning that when students come to us, they're getting something out of it that's going to change the trajectory of either their families or the community in which they're in, because naturally we have a responsibility to give back whether we want to or not. And since our inception, we've graduated almost 800 students. And while I can't tell you where all those 800 are now, but if you take that 800 and you just add one person of impact, you're at 16, right? You add another, you add another, that number will eventually be thousands. So when you have community assets like Boys and Girls Clubs, like Grad Plus, and some of the great other college access programs out there, you're creating community assets for the future. And that's how I believe we're being impactful in our community.
Beautiful.
Now, I have you here talking about colleges, and I've always wanted to have this discussion, whether this is good or bad or what's better or worse. But what are your thoughts on the differences between students, specifically Black students, attending HBCUs versus PWIs?
If you can pay for it, go. Should an experience cost you $100,000? No, because college is what you make it. That's what I believe. I am a big advocate of HBCUs. We have some kids at HBCUs. I'm a product of a PWI. Went to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Had a great experience. They used to call us the HBCU of Wisconsin back in the day. You know, I'm a little older now.
I think they still do.
I'm still sort of, I'm not as engaged anymore, but I get, we have students that we send to Whitewater. For us, it's about teaching families and students about college fit and financial fit. Whether that's Marquette, whether that's Spelman, whether that's Madison, if you go to earn a degree, you shouldn't leave that degree struggling to pay it back because you wanted to have an experience. Right? Because there's a lot of people that have gone to college, whether in-state, out-of-state, HBCUs, with a massive amount of student loan debt. And if you don't pay it off, it will be on your back for the rest of your life. Now, I'm blessed not to owe any loans anymore, but there were years.
Congratulations to you.
There were years of paying that back, though, at a massive amount per month. And so depending on what students are doing, what degrees they decide to get, it's either going to become an investment or a debt. So if you go to a HBCU, I'll shout out Lauren Mwange. Shout out to Lauren, our reigning Youth of the Year. She's at Spelman College, but she said Spelman debt-free. So that's a beautiful story, right? Another, Alethea Tilford, she's at Howard, right? One of our students, right? Debt-free. So there are opportunities out there, but like I just told my students last night, your effort must match your ambition. So if you have the ambition to go to one of our more historical black colleges, great. We'll help you get there, but don't kill the messenger when you can't pay for it, because we're going to be truthful that this is expensive, that you can't afford this. Whether it's Spelman, whether it's Marquette, whether it's Madison or anybody, equal opportunity.
And also what you want to focus on, too, is important, because if you know what you want to study, there are different colleges. That's one, I don't want to call it a regret, because I'm still very happy with the outcome that ended up happening for me in the college I went to. But when I was in high school, I really did not know what I wanted to do. I was undecided, and I just went to the easiest thing, which was UW Milwaukee. Shout out UWM. But if I would have known early on, like, hey, I do want to get into journalism and broadcast, I would have done way more research on the schools that focus in that and specialize in that, so I can get the best education in that, you know, because
were you in like a program like a Grad Plus?
I was not.
So that's the
I did try the what's the one in Madison?
People.
I tried People. They did not pick me.
People is dope. Shout out to People. Shout out to People. If y'all have People this month, get People in here. People's doing awesome work. So programs like ours are meant to help, especially first gen low income students, see exactly what you're saying. Because we're sending kids to college to be engineers. They shouldn't be. We're sending kids to college to be doctors. They shouldn't be, right? Listen to a child when they tell you what they like to do, okay? If a kid or a teen comes to you and say, Mom, Dad, Aunt, whatever, whomever it is, this is what I like to do. Help them explore that. And so in our world, in our GP world, in our clubs, we're giving kids hands-on experience. We're doing job shadowing. We're doing career prep. We're doing career aptitude tests. Because I don't know about you, when I was in college, I changed my major 7 times.
Wow.
7 times, right? And that just means more expensive, more debt.
More time.
You know, more time, all that, right? But our students now, you know, they're researching, they're talking to doctors, they're talking to lawyers, they're talking to psychologists and saying, that is not quite what I thought it was going to be. So let me go find something else. So as important and as great as college is, career exploration and college fit and career fit is also equally as important.
Yeah, no, that's real, Andre. And just to even speak to the testament of you, I had somebody chime in on my Facebook, because I'm on Facebook Live right now. A gentleman by the name of Corvante Bizzle Davis.
I know very well.
Yeah, he shouted you out, said you're a great man. So.
That's my man. Get to hear that, man. He's a good dude.
No, honestly, he's actually one of my best friends.
I followed that, man. I followed that.
Straight up. But with that being said, Truth Nation, this is Andre Douglas, Assistant Vice President of the Grad Plus and Leadership Program. Make certain that you go out there and make certain that you get a part of the Grad Plus program. Get your student involved in it some way, somehow. Andre Douglas is definitely a great benefit to the Milwaukee community, the greater Milwaukee community, and just a great mentor. I wish I would have had you back in my day.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Seriously.
Appreciate that.
But on the other side, Truth Nation, when we do come back, it is Sip to That Friday. So let us know what y'all sipping on, sipping 2 and sipping 4. If something happened to you this week that you just wanted to get off the chest, if you're still mad about the election results, call in, let us know.
Would you be a slave owner?
Would you be a slave owner, damn it? Or with that being said, just let us know what you're doing this weekend. Call in, text in, let us know what's cracking. It's your boy, Ben Jammin. That is Andre Douglas. Make certain that you do get your student ready and prepared for college with the Boys and Girls Club, with the Grad Plus program.
Yes.
That is Double J on the ones and twos. When we return, it is Sip to That Fridays. We'll hear from y'all soon.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe that every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential. Unfortunately, in Milwaukee, this is not always the case. Research shows the educational opportunity gap between white and black students is twice the national average. This is why Milwaukee College Prep is committed to eliminating this gap. In fact, MCP scholars tested advanced or proficient at a rate nearly 8 times higher than the other predominantly black public schools in Milwaukee. Provide your student with the best educational opportunity by visiting MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. College bound, character strong.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk. Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Get your money. 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 Get your money.
Say you need some extra cash to pay for college with. And it just so happens I got a lot of it. Spin around a bowl while you do a split. By the end of the night, might earn you a scholarship. You a college chick. You a college chick. Keep twerking, baby, might earn you a scholarship. You a college chick. You a college chick. Keep twerking, baby, might earn you a scholarship. $100, $100 trade. $100 trade. You a college chick. You a college chick. By the end of the night,
You are
might earn you a
tapped into Jammin' with Juice. Hour 2, technically, because to Curly Q's point in the YouTube chat, we filled in for the last hour of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, and we had a really great discussion with some of you guys, and I'll lob the question back up to you in case you missed it and want to call in and text in and talk about it for your Sip to That Friday. But the question was, you guys, if you had the opportunity back in the day for things to be reversed, right? And we were the ones who could be the oppressors. We were the ones who could own slaves. We were the ones who could be the slave master. If you had that opportunity, would you do it? Would you have taken that opportunity to have black supremacy instead of white supremacy? That was the question that we asked. And if you want to answer the question, you could do so at 833-212-1017. But it's also Sip to That Friday, which means we want to hear what you guys are sipping to, sipping for, and sipping on this weekend. Shout out to Curly Q, who says she's sipping to the fact that her baby girl is a Grad Plus scholar and is working on those scholarship applications for sure. Good luck to your baby girl, Curly Q. All right, we need to see more people in college doing what they want to do, getting an education, and becoming the best versions of themselves that we know that they can be. That's what I got to say about it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I think that's great.
That's it.
I think that's amazing.
Show over. That's it.
I think that's amazing, Juice. I think that is great. I think we should really want people to aspire to be everything they can be. As I always say, when I get down on my knees late at night and I'm praying to the good Lord and I'm telling him what I want for people, all I want for people, God. And I'll share this with y'all, Truth Nation. All I ever want for people is to be the person that God sent them down here to be. That's it. But we get so caught up in all these other things, elections and racism and being a slave master, that we forget who we really supposed to be. So in this lifetime, if Ben Jammin could have been a slave master, I would have chose.
I feel like I want to do a drum roll.
I would have been a maroon.
Okay.
That's what I would have been. I wouldn't have been no slave master, man. Like, come on now. Ben Jammin, a slave master? That don't even sound right.
But that's what I'm saying, though. What if it was just what you grew up seeing all the time? Like, what if it was just normalized to you to own other people who looked different than you at that?
And I would have been one of those, a Quaker. I would have been a Quaker.
Okay, can you break that
Elaborate?
down? Yeah.
I would have been one of them people who's like, nah, that's not right, to control other people. I couldn't have went for that. Be honest. I mean, that's how I am now. Hell, I'm power to the people. I'm always trying to free the slaves, so I would have been trying to free some folks. Like, I'm trying to free people now. That's why I talk to people every day. I'm trying to free them of the other shackles on their mind right now. The chains they got on their mind right now. You think I'm trying to own you?
Bro, you be the main person talking about you can't wait to get these daggone AI robots so you can boss it around all the time.
Did I say that to you?
Yeah.
Bro,
you be the main. Excuse me. What I'm lying about? You didn't say that to me. You ain't say that to me. That you would want to own one of them Optimus robots so you could tell it what to do.
I want to own an Optimus robot, but for my own purposes, right?
What the heck you doing with the robot?
I would like to do some research on this robot. Like, I would want to know what this robot knows. That's like, can you transform? What else do you know about the CIA? Like, I go down the rabbit hole.
Bro, if you don't chat GPT that mess,
I mean, look,
you gonna buy a $30,000 robot just so you can ask it, Google, use it for Google, bro?
What you think I'm gonna have sex with it or something?
I don't know. You probably would. Knowing you probably would.
I like to cook. You think I want my robot cooking for me?
Who knows?
No, I don't. If anything, I ask her to work on my car from time to time. Like, oh, man, help me change the tire.
Oh, man.
That's what I would be on. And then for the people saying that, like, these robots are soulless, I guarantee you that in the next 5 years, these Tesla robots are going to have citizenship. And it's already happened. It's already happened in other countries. So neither here nor there. I'm just going to say anybody out there willing to own a Optimus robot and tell it what to do, you would have been a slave master back in the day. But call in, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. If you had the choice, if you had the option, would you have been a slave master back in the day? Hell, would you be a slave master now if you could? Some people would liken their bosses to being slave masters, just telling them what to do. I'll tell you when you get paid. I'll tell you when you get off your job. I know people right now working at their job who can't leave their job when the 8-hour shift is done. Because they got to go ahead and put another 8 hours in. They're on call. It's something called being forced. I know there's people who work the prisons. I know there's people who work in hospitals. I know there's people who have different types of jobs that if their job calls for it, they have to stay on call. They have to be forced to work. That's it. Sayonara, sucker. And it's just one of these ideas and principles that I think really is attributed from being from America's past, as far as slave masters go. Because like if you even think about it nowadays, like you got your manager telling you what to do. The manager a lot of times just bosses you around, especially if they're not a good manager. You know, they go and tell you to do this, tell you to do that, tell you when you can eat, tell you when you cannot, and all they do is they offer you a form of payment. And is that money even real?
And is it worth it?
I don't even want to go on that topic. But.
Yeah, no, there is a lot to unpack. I'm glad you were able to get that off your chest and express your emotions, Benjamin, because that is what's needed for you as a black man to heal and for your mental health.
I'm a manly man. I don't talk about my emotions.
We have to unpack that. But anyway, you guys, like we said, it's Sip to That Friday. So on the other side, we're going to give you guys what we are sipping to, sipping for, and sipping on this weekend. And we want you guys to do the same. 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you. We want to talk to y'all. It's been a crazy week. And yeah, y'all, we just want to air out our grievances. All right, so make sure you keep it locked. We'll be right back with Sip to That Friday on Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Milwaukee faces significant wealth gaps, but change is possible. Join entrepreneur Arlo Washington on November 13th for a transformative discussion on building wealth in underserved communities. Featured in the Oscar-nominated documentary The Barber of Little Rock, Washington's insights are a must-hear. Attend for free in person or online. Get your ticket at uwm.edu/SCE. Sponsored by the Tommy G. Thompson Center on Public Leadership and hosted by UWM School of Continuing Education.
One call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, do not hesitate to make one call, that's all, because guess what? We know Gruber Law Offices will stand up for you. They will defend you. They will make sure you get the physical therapy you need. They will make sure you get the money you deserve. They will make sure your car gets fixed. They'll fight with the insurance company to ensure that you as a Milwaukee citizen, you as a Wisconsinite, make sure you get what is owed to you. So I'm telling y'all this right now. We see them at the Bucks games. You see the billboards. You see the TikToks going on and all that. That's all cool and fun, but we all know the work that Gruber does. So, again, if your loved one is ever injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Office today. And remember, when you make that contact, you never pay a fee. You never pay a single penny until they win your case. Contact them today at 414-276-6666. That's 414-276-6666. Or visit them at gruber-law.com. It's one call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I am committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
My mama was raised in the era when clean water was only served to the fairest skin. Doing clothes you would have thought I had help, but they wasn't satisfied unless I picked the cotton myself. You see, it's broke, race them, that's that don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich, race them, that's that come in, please buy more. What you want? A Bentley, fur coat, a diamond chain? All you blacks want all the same thing. Used to only be everybody playing, spending everything on Alexander Wang, new slaves.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream. And sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned as operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Woo! Welcome back, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice on this Sip to That Ben. We're doing Sip to That Friday. Oh my God.
How's that Kanye on, man?
833-212-1017. Let us know what you're sipping for, sipping to, sipping on this weekend for Sip to That Friday. Woo woo. Ben, what you sipping to?
Okay.
What you sipping for? What you sipping on?
You know what? In all honesty, Truth Nation and all Juicy Jammers tapping in right now, I'm not going to lie. Your boy Ben Jammin is sipping to a lot this week, okay? It has been one of the most successful weeks of our radio career, right? We were able to interview Madam Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Interviewed Wanda Sykes. Had John Legend call in and sing to us. I sang to him as well.
You did. You sang to another man. I'm so proud of you.
I sang to that man in his ear, and he appreciated it.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciated it, too.
I bet you did.
Thank you so much, John Legend.
Oh, yeah.
We're just ordinary people. We don't have a place to go.
We ain't in a minute here. By the way the results is lined up.
Hey, for real. So now, in all honesty, Truth Nation, I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy for you guys to support us as much as you guys have done. We've done 2 hours today. We did 2 hours yesterday. You might get a lot more of that. You might get a lot more Jammin' with Juice. I'm just going to throw a little, foreshadowing out there. But with that being said, that's everything that I'm sipping to and sipping for. And I got to say that I am sipping to Old National Bank because they gave us this nice bottle.
They gave that to you.
Yeah.
I'm Associated Bank down.
That is true. You be Associated Bank. I'll be Old National Bank. What's your cup? We about to sip.
Oh, I don't have I have my hydro flask.
Well, let's see. Old National Bank so cool. They gave me this one.
You stole it. So you ain't even had no water in there?
Bro, you want me to pour water on the microphone?
Bro, you ain't got to put water on the microphone. You just drink it. Anyway, goodness gracious. So that's what you sipping for, and sipping on this weekend?
Yes.
All right, let me tell y'all, Truth Nation, all my juicy jammers out there, what I'm sipping for, and sipping on this weekend. And obviously, one of them being that we did interview Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. She is still the Vice President until, the Inauguration Day. Mm-hmm. So I will always refer to her as Madam VP, regardless of whatever is going on. And so I'm so happy about that. We had a really, really great interview with her. If you guys missed it, make sure you tap into it on our YouTube and on all of our streaming platforms. So that's one thing that I'm sipping to, is like, she knows my name, y'all. I posted a video on my Instagram at @CarrieNoni_. And it's the beginning of our interview that we actually cut for what y'all heard, but she was like, "Hi, Noni Juice, is that you?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness, yes, Madam VP, that is me." And so it was just great. I've replayed that video probably 100 times, and I'll probably always replay it just because it just felt so warm to my soul. She gave me a big warm hug without physically being present. So that was really awesome.
Her voice did feel like a hug.
It did, bro. That's why I'm so... don't get me started.
That's okay.
Don't get me started. But...
I mean, she got more time now to cook us those greens, so...
I think she ain't cooking out nan one thing right now. I hope she's getting all the rest that she deserves. I hope she goes on a vacation, and I hope she just does something nice for herself, to be honest with you, because you definitely well deserved, well earned, Madam VP. All right, that's the first thing that I was sipping to. The second thing I'm sipping to is the fact that young couples, or at least just one young couple specifically, really warmed my heart this week and made me feel like there's still hope in the world when it comes to love, right? Because if y'all had not been tapped in on social media, Shade Room, all these other platforms, DDG and Halle Bailey were going viral a little bit, right? And they were going viral because DDG hopped on Kai Cenat's live stream. This might be going over a lot of y'all heads, but he hopped on Kai Cenat's live stream with their son, Halo, baby Halo. And Halle Bailey took to X on Twitter, and she's like, "Yo, I did not approve of my baby to be on this live stream, and I just pretty much am upset that this is going on without my knowledge, where I am not even in town, and I'm finding out with the rest of the world that he is on this stream. This is not okay. I'm going through postpartum severely, and I don't appreciate that," right? And everybody came for her neck. They came for her neck, Benjamin. But the reason why I am excited is because DDG, he stuck up for his lady. And it's not his lady anymore. They did break up, you guys. So now they are just learning how to co-parent with his baby, who's about to be one, baby Halo, in December. But I was just so happy for that, because on his YouTube channel, he made a whole video pretty much saying, like, y'all need to not come for her, okay? Like, we are new parents. Halle is experiencing something when it comes to postpartum that me as a man, I will never be able to understand. I give her grace. Y'all need to give her grace, and I'm not about to have y'all coming for her and talking to her. And the reason why this made me so happy is because too often on social media do we see the baby mama, baby daddy drama, and we see them going at each other. We see them cursing each other out. We see them holding their kids against them, and it's just so toxic. So for this super young couple to be only about 24 and 26 years old, being able to handle this situation over the internet maturely, I was very happy for it. Halle ended up apologizing for it, for her actions, and saying, like, "Y'all, my bad. I might have overreacted. I just didn't know my baby was going to be on this stream." He apologized, pretty much saying, like, "Me and Halle got this. I love her to death. That's family." And it just warmed my heart that they were able to resolve it without even caring about what anybody else had to say, to be honest with you. So that's one thing that I'm sipping to and sipping for and sipping on this weekend, is the fact that love is still alive, especially with these young people, these young couples, these young... You ain't got no water.
Young black people, young black relationships.
Yes, so sip to that. Friday! And then y'all... Go. I want to get to another thing I'm sipping for and sipping on.
What are you sipping on
the other side. I want to close the show with it. It's a positive message. It's my little drop of juice for the day. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my drop of juice on the other side, y'all, with my last Sips of That Friday. But if y'all want to get it in, you guys, let us know what you're sipping for, sipping to, sipping on this weekend. 833-212-1017. You could text, you could call, or you could hop on our YouTube chat and let us know what happened to y'all this week that got y'all sipping on a little something, something. All right? Keep it locked, y'all. We're going to wrap up the show with a bow on the other side. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
It's a big week for Educators Credit Union during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Tap into Truth Be Told with DT and Telly this Wednesday at 8 a.m. as they will be joined by Victor Frazier, Director of Community Engagement at Educators Credit Union. They will highlight the $70,000 in scholarship Educators Credit Union gives to 35 outstanding high school seniors in southeastern Wisconsin. You won't want to miss this interview.
What are some of the things that we need to really focus on to get our fair share of these opportunities, i.e. access to capital?
You know, it's very important to always think about building a strong business plan, understanding the financial parameters around what you're trying to accomplish, building great networks and great relationships so you can have partnerships in building out your dream. And then finding a good financial partner like Old National to help really orchestrate your vision of the organization. And then, as you know, DT, you wouldn't be where you're at because you're phenomenal, doing great work. And then you have to really have to go to work. If you have that dream, you have that vision, the business plan, the financial piece, then you have to really work at it and keep building.
Learn more about the Old National Bank Small Business Empowerment Loan by visiting oldnational.com/small business or contact a small business banker at Old National Bank.
There's something about a plate of warm cookies that sends you back in time. Relive your childhood memories with this year's We Energies Cookie Book. Pick up your copy and start creating new memories. Go to weenergies.com to find a distribution event near you. Thank you for making us a part of your family traditions. From all of us at We Energies, we offer you warm wishes for a bright holiday season. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
This is the producer.
Now so.
What up, Truth Nation? It is your girl, Noni Juice. And did you know that there is nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels? The advanced pressure-relieving power makes aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now at Steinhafels, you can save up to $300 on mattresses and up to $200 when you upgrade to an adjustable base. Plus, you can get $300 in Steinhafels cash. And Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at just $48 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. I mean, the gifts just keep on coming, you guys. Make sure you shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Woo! Welcome back, you guys. It's Jammin' with Juice. We're about to wrap up the show with a bow here on this lovely Sip to That Friday. That sounded ugly. But anyway, 833-212-1017. Let us know what you guys are sipping to, sipping on, or sipping for this weekend, you guys. I'm going to head to the lines, and we're going to go to Denise. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer, Denise? What you sipping
I got
to?
A surprise to you again today.
Oh,
the
yes.
reason why I'm going back on the campaign. there was a Biden initiation for the coming of the Lord with the homosexual agenda, and now Trump is the Antichrist. We're in the end times. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks, Denise.
Very interesting. There's some people who really believe that. There's some people who really believe Donald Trump is the Antichrist. But then there's people who also
there are. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And I saw some people on my Facebook actually say, like, oh, I'm gonna vote for Trump. A black man, by the way, but I'm not blaming black man, but he was a black man. He said, I'm voting for Trump because since he's the Antichrist, I want to help fulfill God's will on the earth. So I'm going to do my due diligence and vote him in so God's plan can actually happen. That's literally what I saw on Facebook.
Hey, you know what? Touche.
Touche.
If that's what if that's what you're striving for, then you got it, man. Like I'm not here to demonize nobody, but I am here to call out the truth when it's there. I said it before and I said it again. If we are in the end times, I definitely believe that Donald Trump is one of the signs. I think he is one of the trumpets. That's why his last name is Trump, and his first running mate for VP was Pence, and you put it together, it was Trump Pence. So hey. That's my belief. I don't know if he's the devil.
He don't even have Pence no more, bro.
He don't need it no more. The first sign was 2016.
So what's this sign?
Maybe it might be his kids.
Oh my
his kids might be the other trumpets.
You and your conspiracies down the rabbit hole. My goodness.
I'm just trying to tell people and put people on, man. You got to think outside the box. And, that isn't a conspiracy theory. That's just speculation.
All right. Well, you know what, you guys? I'm going to give y'all my little drop of juice here. And all I wanted to say was, we still alive. We still alive. We are still alive, you guys. I know it's been a crazy week, but we are still alive. And just be glad at that fact. That is what I personally am taking from this entire week. I know I've done my rants and I've said all I need to say. Make sure y'all go back and listen to hear what I actually thought. But I'm just saying we're still alive. We have another day to live again, to fulfill our destinies, and I am glad about that. That is my drop of juice for the week.
I'm just happy that Hollywood Hooks is out. Go on Spotify, look up my album, Hollywood Hooks with a Z at the end. Go on Apple Music, look up Hollywood Hooks with a Z at the end. Or you can go to my website, it'samazing.org. It's amazing. Z-I-N, there's no G. Just it'samazing.org. Go there, check out my album, and you can look at some exclusive stuff that I've done when I killed LaRussell on his own track. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in and jamming with Juice today. We had 2 full hours today. Back-to-back days, actually. It was so much fun kicking it with y'all. I can't wait to do it all again on Monday. So make sure you tap in and jam with Juice 12 to 1. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin.
Somebody did say that Baron does kind of remind them of the Omen Kid. I'm just going to throw that out.
All right, shout out Double J, J Money, J Problems, J Dub. We appreciate you. Now sip on that. Have a safe weekend, you guys. The Tori Lowe Show is up next.
Tap into Milwaukee's most entertaining morning show.